Akobo guys, welcome to this channel. My name is Mark Smith, and over here we do everything that is concerned about literature analysis. Without further ado, let's get to today's video. In today's video, we analyze Maya Angelou's Caged Bird. This critically acclaimed and famous poem was first published in 1983 in Maya Angelou's poetry collection, Shaker, Why Don't You Sing? The poem is a metaphoric representation of two birds, one free, the other caged. The experiences of these birds are compared in the poet's effort to present highly essential themes. Perhaps the reason for the great love and acceptance of this poem stems from the fact that it is of high social relevance and its diverse interpretations can be used as tools of activism for liberation and emancipation. So, without further ado, here is the analysis of Maya Angelou's Caged Bird. Before we analyze the poem, let us take a reading. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. So that was a reading of the poem. Now let's get to the structure of the poem. It has 38 lines categorized into 6 stanzas. The tone of the persona in stanzas 1 and 4 is happy, dreamy, and positive. In stanzas 2, 3, 5, and 6, the tone becomes darker, gloomier, and more moroseful. Stanzas 1 and 2 each have 7 lines, 3 and 6 have 8 lines each, and 4 and 5 have 4 lines each. This pattern gives the poem a rhythm and contributes to its musicality, hence the reason why the caged bird is often referred to as a lyrical poem. Now let's look at the rhyme scheme of the poem. Although certain words in the poem, such as cage, rage, trail, still, and hill, breeze, trees, and also dawn, lawn, rhyme, but the rhyme scheme of the poem is considered as irregular, since there is no regular patterning of the rhyme. The subject matter presented in the poem is liberality and restriction. This, of course, is discussed in themes such as freedom and slavery, despair and hope, fear and courage, adversity and good fortune. A lot of literary devices can be found in Caged Bird. However, here are a few honorable mentions. We have 1. Metaphor. The entire poem is metaphoric, as the birds represent the figurative comparison of the contrastive features of the different classes of people that are discussed in the poem. 2. We have imagery. There is a vivid and lifelike depiction throughout the poem. The physical and psychological state of each bird is effectively portrayed, and readers of the poem can imagine the true state of each bird as a result of the descriptions therein. Number 3, we have personification. This is perhaps one of the most obvious literary devices employed in the poem. The two birds are given human attributes throughout the poem. Another instance of personification can be found in the line that reads as on the back of the wind. Over here, the wind is given a human quality of having a back. Number 4, we have repetition. When poets use repetition, it is most often to give poems a rhythm, musicality, or establish an emphasis. Now, there is a particular stanza that is repeated. I hope you will tell me these two stanzas, the name of these two stanzas, in the comment section. This repetition by Maya Angelou does give the poem a sort of musicality and a rhythmical value. At number 5, we have symbolism. The poem leans heavily on creating symbolic connections. The bird in a cage symbolizes captivity and confinement, whilst the free bird symbolizes liberty and freedom. Here's a quick question for you. Let me know in the comment section what the bars of rage represent. At number 6, there are other literary devices in the poem such as assonance, alliteration, enjambment, and juxtaposition. That's it for today, guys. This video discussed the structure, subject matter, themes, and the literary devices in Maya Angelou's emancipatory piece, Caged Bird. Did I miss anything? Do you want your favorite literary piece analyzed or reviewed? Kindly reach out to me via the comment section. And don't forget, guys, stay literate.